Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire 2. We are sat at Big Lick and we are about to head that way. And it's a bit of a mountainous range, isn't it? There is a nice hole through the middle, a nice passage. However, if we bring up the contours, it's not the best. So we're going to save up a little bit of cash and go and check on the state of New York. There was 10,000 when we last looked, and now we're down to less than 5,000. At 70,000 we can deliver some salt, which we'll be taking from over here, as that is the closest, I believe. Yes, well, we do have salt up this end as well. Both are a rough journey. Which line is the quieter of the two? I mean, this one isn't too bad, is it? No, and it's quite short. Depends who has the most salt. Oh, we're using a lot of salt. We might need to upgrade one of them, which is going to be pricey. If we upgrade you, which we can afford, and then we send it from here, hopefully. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit awkward. We may have to upgrade that again. Our cities have just grown, and we are distributing salt around our network. Perhaps I should have stopped that, but yeah, we can still do this. As long as this train heads off and we time it right, which so far everything is going to Buffalo. Yeah, salt is scarce. Our grain, however, is not. So, given that, and the way that New York is growing, which is pretty rapidly, we need to be a little bit careful, don't we? How are we doing here? You are okay. Maybe we could buy it? No, we can't. Look at the state of that. 10.8 million. You're doing well for yourself, I guess, Perry Quarry. Yeah, we're not going to get it from there, are we? It is because we are shipping it, I believe, from our warehouse. Yeah, there we go, down there. So it's going to be stolen. I guess what we could do temporarily, if we did want to take it from there, is cancel salt deliveries. However, Bangor has over 70,000, so they'll still require salt. Yeah, and it will deliver it to them direct. Hopefully this will solve our issue up here. Oh, no random breakdowns would be lovely. How are we doing? Click on the right one. Still not enough, although our train has left. Now, we could get this timed right if we're lucky. And no, New York's not going to grow fast enough. Not nearly fast enough. Still a lot of X's. That is going to Syracuse. That might be able to be solved. We have a train, don't we? No, we don't have any trains heading to Syracuse that way. We could possibly put a warehouse in here and ship grain. It might just be overkill, which is understandable, as Albany, Syracuse and Buffalo all make beer, as well as Ottawa. So you've got 4 cities all within the reach of each other that are all making beer. Yeah, all the grain and all the beer and nowhere to take it to. We are already taking it down to Boston. And what does Quebec make? At least they make meat. And Montreal makes beer as well. And luckily Toronto is a meat producer. We've got more beer at Pittsburgh and cloth at Parkersburg. Plenty of money in the bank. How's our salt looking? It's refilling. Oh, but our train's on the way back. Should we go again? I want to overdo this if we can. The last thing I want to do is not have enough salt. We can set a train up, a direct train. But it is shifting it. Look at that. Buffalo, Buffalo. Yeah, you're definitely going to need all that salt regardless of whether we hit the achievement on time or not. 67,000. Should we see how much this will cost us to hook up to Parkersburg and get this corn underway as well? Contours. Where are we sitting here? We want to be probably somewhere like this. It's going to make the biggest tunnel in the world, isn't it? we'll run you through and then we'll see how it sits after that. It's going to be a direct line to that outside platform. It's going to be dropping off corn for everywhere down here. So Big Lick will need a warehouse. That is expensive, and a giant tunnel. Can we improve on the price? Because we've got other things to do as well, haven't we? Well, we've got rid of some of it. A little bit of grade isn't too bad. If we sit up there and bring that down a touch. Yes? I mean, that's a lot cheaper. This downhill section, I don't think we can help that. We got rid of more tunnel, though, going just a little bit over there. There we go, 788,000. I don't think we're going to get rid of that grade without introducing more tunnels. Maybe. No, that's not happening, is it? That's fine. I guess we accept the grade. Well, we're at that sort of stage of the game, aren't we? Perhaps 1 million is a good compromise. We need to be... Oh, that's the correct platform. Is that a good compromise? Only 1%, minus 1%. 52 miles an hour isn't ideal, but I don't know how we can get away with this without introducing even more shenanigans. Oh, perhaps. Okay, we've got 4 tunnels, but only 1% grade, and we've removed any need for a lengthy gridiron is what I'm hoping there, and it's only 1.1 million. Pricey? Absolutely. Worth it? We'll see. I mean, it's going to be worth it, isn't it? Look at how much it doesn't cost to double track it. That's kind of lovely, isn't it? There we go. Right. Direction of travel on you. We can reuse this for other freight as well, including bringing in coal later on. And again, we're going to struggle to buy stuff like this. 1.9 million. I would like to, at the very least, get our corn underway. We do have room, because you cannot place supply towers under tunnels, but we do have places where we don't have a tunnel. So somewhere like that might do us. There we go. Do we have a warehouse over here yet? We do not. Let's get that sorted so we've got plenty of demand for our corn. We reach a few cities here, don't we? Yeah, so corn we'll need. What else are we going to be short of? Let's close all of that. Right click will close all your windows. There is no wood up this. Oh, yes, there is. There's plenty of wood. We've got wood there. We've got wood up there. But we don't have wood along the Parkersburg-Pittsburgh corridor. The Berg corridor. Yeah, so we might want to transfer it from here to them. So you will indeed need that. And let's get us a train up and running. It's going to make us a little bit of money at least. We're going to have to force the AI to upgrade this. They'll upgrade after a month or two, providing they stay at 100%. So we'll wait until full there and make sure we're continually asking for our corn. Freight only, Derwent. Yes, please. And I guess we should really stick us a maintenance building on here. There we go. Let's hope we can push demand pretty rapidly. We're already taking some. It's all going to be eaten by Big Lick. Not surprising. They're all starved for corn around here. Right, New York, how you doing? You've stopped growing. Not the best thing I've seen all day. There are things we could do around here. We've only got like the odd train running, haven't we? I believe, yeah, and they could probably carry a bit more than they are doing. Do we have stuff waiting for you over here? We're only taking grain and lumber from there. They won't need the lumber. They can take it direct from here. And same with the wool. Do we have one running in? No, we don't have a freight train running in the main station. So what we might need to do is mirror some of these goodies. They will take the stuff we make in Albany, but we are missing, say, perhaps corn. Corn's a struggle, isn't it, for New York? Yeah. So if we can pass corn over, that would be a nice start. There we go, get some corn over. What else are you missing, New York? I mean, you're going to be missing a lot, but there's the corn missing. We probably want to aim for stuff down here. Now, milk we can set up for them, can't we? They've got their own milk. There we go, they're growing again. They can bring it in from here. Probably just sit into this not very busy freight line. It's 14%. I don't know why it's 14 on one side and 20 on the other, but there we go. We obviously can't buy these. They're going to be ridiculous. Well, that one's 900. Do you know what? Take it. Take it. At least we can upgrade it ourselves then. It's going to have to supply a lot of places. Let's get the lay of the land up. It's in a really rough position. I'm so glad I purchased this. We can find ways through that are kind of low though. So not overly terrible. Alright, let's get you in there. And we'll hopefully go through here without a tunnel. And then hook in before this bridge. That should do it, shouldn't it? That would be more than enough. It shouldn't be that busy. Or it will be, actually. It might be. It might be really busy thinking about it. Because we're going to be supplying the world, aren't we, over here? There we go. Mostly 0%. Which is impressive. Because I thought that was going to be a lot worse. You pop in there. We'll double track it so that we can just throw trains on. And it's super pricey for the double track because we've got our extra platform, which I almost forgot about. And then try to hide it. And then, let's do this in all sorts of the wrong order. Dear oh dear. That didn't last long, did it? Me trying to do that in the same order every time. Right, let's get some milk into New York City. Freight only. Wait until full. And we'll get you a Derwent on there. You should fill to full pretty rapidly. And why not get us a maintenance building on there, just in case you want to maintain yourself away from New York's main station. Are you all going for New York? Beautiful. That's one of their demands seen too. That'll ensure that they continue to grow. And in fact, we're nearly at that point, guys. Cheese, oh, these are all end products. We do make liquor and apple. We do make apples. We grow apples near here. Vegetables, not so easy to get across. We do supply them from Albany, but I'm going to assume we need to upgrade a lot of things to get that working. Yeah, you're on 0. And our train's still waiting. This is the sort of thing we're going to have to go around and do. If we're going to meet any of these other objectives, these other tasks, especially the 3 cities with 120,000. And the Virginia region should start to grow once we've caught up on corn. Well, given that then, there's not much else we can do. We've done the big build though. How's the salt doing? There we go, guys. We're in a position to take a full load of salt, I believe, to New York from that salt mine. Would it be a mine? Quarry? Possibly a quarry. 2 stars. Is there anything we can spend on? Quite a bit. Ooh. Do you know, rather than the mail car... No, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go with the mail car because I want to show you a way you can set up your lines. It's absolutely not necessary, but it will make you a little bit of extra money for each type of express train. How much is this quad track going to cost us? Because it's going to be pricey, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to cost us 222k to get through all of that. That's pretty good. So we need to find us a place to sit, not at the wall, up at Pittsburgh. Well, we don't have any choice. We're going to have to sit on this this side, aren't we? Otherwise we're going way out of our way. And we need to aim for Pittsburgh anyway. So Parkersburg, did I say Pittsburgh for the right one? The Bergs. Inside platforms will be for probably both our wool and corn direct. Okay, so can we shimmy round here? Would be kind of nice. I don't know whether it'll leave us... Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. I wanted to leave us enough room for a good track. It just depends. We might be able to go up that way and still leave us enough room and just gradually head up there. Something like that. That's pleasant. It's cutting down a little bit of the distance as well, and the cost to build it. And if we get you in there, pricey as it is, that's a full line connection, including 2 extra platforms at Parkersburg. Yeah, I like it. Let's get you in. How much for... I love it. I mean, we're going to run out of money, but we can at least get one train running. We'll set the other one up, ready for when we can afford it. Let's get into our direction of travel. We should have our... Yeah, we've got our supply tower there. We will need us a gridiron over at Parkersburg. Is it Parkersburg? Yes, Parkersburg. Let's extend this gridiron. As oh, that's unnecessarily long. What's up with you there? Why are you so long? Oh, there we go. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe I just needed to zoom in. Perhaps that's a thing you have to do. We'll use this one as an express line so I can demonstrate a different way of using express trains, especially when you have more of the specialized wagons unlocked. Our first one is going to go from Big Lick to Parkersburg. It's going to be an express. However, we're going to change some stuff up here. We're not going to take passengers on this one. We have the mail car, which increases mail delivery by 25%. So we're going to stick that one on our mail only express, and we're going to get the Firefly on there. And then once we've done that, we can duplicate you, go into your settings here, and then we don't take any mail bags on our new express line, and we remove the mail car. What we'd do then is possibly put a dining car on instead, and that would increase our passenger ticket revenue. It's a little easier when you already have those things unlocked to start a playthrough, but you could potentially set them up this way, especially if you've got 2 express trains. It's about the same, isn't it, as having 2 mixed express trains, ones that carry mail and passengers. They won't space themselves out though, because they're on separate lines. How are we doing over at New York City? We're almost there. How are we doing at Kelly Pit? Sounds like a name. Right, 11. So we've got plenty in there. We're just waiting on New York, and that will give us deliver 8 loads of salt to New York once we set this line up. Come on, New York. New York. Make me happy. You are going up 61.7%. It's on the verge of not increasing. We have it. We absolutely have it. Right then. New train line. Kelly Stop. Will you make your way all the way to New York? We need to click on the right station. There we go. Don't mind how you get through here. We might struggle to get past our grain farm there, but that's okay. We'll keep an eye on it. And what we need to do is make sure you take 8 loads and your freight only. And we'll take the Derwent. It's fine. It's as long as it's on its way with a full load, we should be good. That's all I'm interested in right now. We do have some research points, but yeah, we can't spend it on anything. We need 200. There we go. Just need 8. And we have the full 8. You make your way to New York City. Which means we can happily continue our build now. I don't think we need to pass through here with a freight service. It might be worthwhile. I would prefer to push this so that it upgrades. It's really tricky to... Yeah, the price of that. We could take out a bond. A big bond. But I'd rather not do that. If we can get away without doing that, it might be a a good example of how you can still make money without bonds, and how you can push your AI controlled rural businesses into an upgrade. So we're going to do it that way as a bit of a demonstration or an exercise in game mechanics. Okay, the longest gridiron in the world. Love it. It gives you plenty of options. And if we... do we want to hook this up anywhere else? Parkersburg, probably. They're still going to need it, aren't they? And it's still going to push demand. So hopefully the AI will upgrade. Okay, well, we'll have a little station. How's the contours? Yeah, we'll have a little station down here. Doesn't matter if we cut off any of the platforms, because we're only going to need a maximum of 2. That was a nice build, wasn't it? Not too expensive. And it looks nice. Okay, we would like one supply tower there, but not the one heading from Rice Rest here. This one will swing round. We'll drop in at the gridiron, and then it's its own dedicated line, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it isn't maxed, but if we can get it maxed, it would be lovely. Close enough. Build you. Can we double track it? I hope so. Oh, look at that. So close. Build you. Get your direction of travels going for all of our new lines. I know I'm not doing this in any sort of order, am I, at the moment? That went out the window, I think. Right, you go in there. And now we can set up a couple of new trains. Oh, yes, why not put a maintenance depot on you? You have one. Let's get rid of those contours. Oh, yes. We should possibly add as a maintenance depot on there as well. It's a long old journey, isn't it, to Big Lick? New service from Rice Rest. We'll wait until full. Yes, it's going to introduce X's, but it's also going to push that corn place, I'm hoping. Your train line, which one did I miss? Is it this end? I bet it is this end. Let's sort that out. There you go. Now you're happy. Are you happy now? I think you are. Yeah, let's click on this line and make sure. Beautiful. And we need to set up your wool as well. Freight only. Wait until full. Maximum profit for us. Maximum demand at our farm. Plantation? What would wool be? A plantation? Maybe. Yes. Still technically be a farm, wouldn't it? Close enough. Charlottesville is growing. Of all these 3, that's the one that's growing. You're getting fed lots of wool. Is that why? I mean, you're getting cows, you're getting sugar, you're getting wood. Yeah, so you probably are getting a lot of things. We don't have wood set up for Washington and Philadelphia, so perhaps that's something we can do. How much are you going to charge me? A ridiculous amount. And to be fair, wood doesn't really push very hard, does it? So it might be a waste of money anyway. We want to go as far down here as possible, I'm going to say. And we can use these top platforms. Well, actually, we could use the one below that, couldn't we? We could come in on here and give us the option to continue through. Let's do the same the other side then. Pricey? Absolutely. Worth it at this stage of the game, isn't it? Direction of travel. Oh, look, I've done it in order, guys. We're back. For a brief time, anyway. Yes, gridirons. What sort of gridiron is this going to be? Will it allow us to do a fairly decent one? Hey, it's not bad. Yeah. Lots of platform options then. This one, not so much. I don't know what we're going to do with this one. It looks like a 4. No, it's a 6, isn't it? Yeah, because we've got a 2 at the bottom. I don't know how this is going to work. This line here may be messing it up a little bit. So if we take that off, because we have our supply tower down there, will you do us a better gridiron? And we want it on 6. Maybe? I think we've got it. Yeah, any junctions you've got, seem to mess them up a little bit. But we can stick you back in there. Then we can build back off and in to where we were. And then we can redo the direction of travel on our new pieces of track that don't have it, which is just that one. Yeah, this one isn't doing anything at the moment. I guess I could just stick the direction of travel on, even though it's a road to nowhere, or a railroad to nowhere. Should we get some wood underway? We may as well do a little bit of that. Should we go with the dispatch hall on this place? We could run through here, couldn't we? It's cloth. Yeah, and meat. We already have a freight train running this, but we'll just have an extra freight train that also runs through Lewis Station. So we'll start at Lewis, go to Washington, go back to Lewis. You're missing... What are you missing, Grand? Oh no, this is the same thing that happened last time. Yeah, because we don't have gridirons. Do you know, I'm going to put them in so it makes me feel better. Even though they're not required. Right, let's do that again, just so I feel better, because it should go back like that, yeah. We might be able to branch off these gridirons then, if we wish to turn this into some sort of warehouse situation. Yeah, and then we can branch off, add platforms, and everything else. Freight only! And we'll get you running. You already have your dispatch and stuff. You should take some wood, I'm hoping, to at least some of our places. There we go. Washington could take it from here, but it seems a bit silly when they have one just there. They should also hook up into here, though, shouldn't they? How's New York doing? You've stopped. Don't drop. Where's our train? Where's our train? Well, it's from Kelly, isn't it? Yeah, that one. Oh, you're still making your way through slowly. Good. Well, as long as you're making your way through. We have been building a lot, haven't we? Let's get cheaper personnel. I like the idea of that. This one, not so much. We have no competitors. There's a bit of a waste. We'd only need it for reducing auctions. Yeah. Which is little benefit to us at the moment. So, Pittsburgh, our last city to hook up. We are going to have to relocate a village here. Unless they refuse our offerings of money, then we'll find another way round if they do that. I'm not going to steal it from them. As you can see, we can't actually get by, so we'd have to go around the houses. As long as these guys are happy with what we offer them, which whatever we offer them, I don't know. We don't need a tunnel. You can't tunnel underneath. It's still, you still have to relocate them, which it would make sense. Who wants a railroad ploughing underneath your lovely village? Right then, let's see. Can we relocate you? Construction plans cannot be completed as they would affect a village of Indians. Do you want to compensate? Yes, of course we do. There you go. 318,000. I hope you find somewhere lovely with a better climate. I don't know what the climate's like here. It wouldn't be too terrible, would it? Can we just go full on then with this, since we've spent the money, and go with a 4-track? Do I want to do the separate mail cars and passenger cars? Probably not at this stage of the game. Maybe. But in the name of progression, it's a lot quicker, isn't it, just to throw a couple of express trains on. Well, I take it back, guys. We are actually going to change this. They shouldn't get rid of their goodies yet. So we're going to cancel that one to be mail only. Confirm you. You do also have to pay 20,000 for the extra special car that you put on there. And then our other one is going to be our passengers. And of course, without a mail car. Add the train to it and get you running. And then finally, you can have yourselves a nice freight train. And we'll run on the other tracks for this one. So out of... we've got a nice little tunnel in the middle. Out of Parkersburg, you want to be on that one. And then return journey on that one. Freight only for you. And we'll get you running as well. Is our train nearly there? It'll be lovely. I think you've just pulled in, have you? That looks like salt to me. Let's just check. Yes, it is. Guys, perfect timing. Look at that.
It's important that we expand south. If we can keep Philadelphia in our rail network, that will be a great opportunity for us.
All right, we have delivered our 8 loads of salt to New York City. I don't think we need that train doing that any longer, so we'll get rid of you. And we'll start passing it around the network instead. Delete you. Parkersburg is really impressed with our setup. Oh, come on. You're probably not going to get any corn for a while until these can upgrade. Or we take out that huge bond. Our last connection is going to be Pittsburgh to Buffalo, and we'll do that when we come back. And then hopefully we can start working on our cities and get them growing to their maximum. We have universities scattered around. Quebec has grown. Oh yes, and we should check up on our state of play here, shouldn't we? We do need some libraries. All right, before we go, let's get libraries in. Let's get industries in. What is Quebec going to make? Oh, they can make cheese, couldn't they? I don't mind it. Their milk is right there. Do we have a line running in? Not yet, but it would give them a reason to have it. Well, do you know what else they could make? Alcohol. I've changed my mind. I like that better because they've got apples here and they're pulling in the sugar from there. And yeah, that's kind of nice. We can send it that way, can't we? Montreal has grown as well. Goodness me, it's all go. These guys could make cheese though. Could they? Yeah, they're nowhere near wood or anything like that. So you guys get to make some cheese. Then we don't need it in the warehouse if we do have it in the warehouse, which we don't. But you are going to distribute it. Perhaps we can shift it from here. Or we can also make cheese down there, which might be a good idea. Look at all this growth all of a sudden. We didn't actually do anything. Well, we did, didn't we? More passengers on the network. Ottawa, you have your building. Toronto, you need yourself a library. You get in there. London's always going to struggle a little bit until we decide to do something with it. Parkersburg is on the reverse course. And New York's back growing again. That's nice because we did deliver, didn't we? Their goodies. They do have their library. You guys all have libraries. It's good to see. We've got new libraries around. Ottawa also has a library. Syracuse. Syracuse has stalled, but not for much longer. What do you actually need? Anything quick and easy. They need fruit, which is going to take a while to get to them, and the rest of our towns might actually eat it. You do store fruit, so hopefully they get it eventually. Are we running out up here? Not even close. Oh, does that mean we've not got enough trains running this? It could be the case. I'll tell you what then. We will quickly copy this rail line, and then we'll send in as much fruit as we can possibly manage. We may need to upgrade it as well. How much to upgrade you? Oh, we could also do a little bit of a dispatch hall. And an upgrade, perhaps. There we go. Yeah, you're only level 1. Beautiful. Alright, guys. We are fully on board today on a freight train so that we don't hear too much noise from the... it's the Firefly, the one that's causing a lot of noise. However, we are heading back to a city that does have fireflies in them. So again, if the sound is too much, I will end it there. But I thought we'd sit on something different. There was another train pulling in, loading up with logs. I don't know how long we'll be here for. This might be the us sat here cab ride. Who knows? It'll be interesting to find out, won't it? There's a lot of logs going the other way. Behind us is Toronto, I believe. I think so. We're heading to Ottawa. Right, guys, thank you for watching. And until next time, take care.